my home kitchen. I'm Elizabeth Gabrielson, and I'm here for my Spring Creek Farm fans, family, members, friends, everybody, okay? All the neighbors, everybody who supports our wonderful, very, very, very special community. Okay, so today I am bringing you what might seem at first to be very simple, but I want to catch all of you in any sort of stage of your cooking journey. I also want to inspire those of you who might need a little nudge to try some new veggies. So what we're making today is a roasted chicken. Of course, one of our beautiful special Spring Creek Farm chickens. Thank you, thank you. Along with roasted veggies. It is the sort of the hint of the start of the fall season when I'm recording this in September. And although I am in denial, it is coming our way. That means I tend to braise more meats. I tend to roast more meats. I'm okay running my oven for an hour or two or 5 if we're making a good old brisket, you know? So the options pivot just a little bit, especially because we have some veggies coming in the market that are going to be absolutely perfect for this dinner. I want to highlight those because I want us to start thinking outside the box of just the carrots and celery and onions, maybe potatoes, you know, or one of those veggies for our roasted chicken, because the options are just glorious in the market, okay? And they're going to continue evolving this fall. That means what we're going to make today when I went to the market this week in the second week of September is as follows. I have beautiful turnips, okay? Turnips, roast them, put them in your chicken dish, okay? Purple potatoes, okay? There were also fingerling potatoes and golden potatoes. Get some kind of beautiful, unique potato. They're all fabulous. Fennel, okay? It's coming our way. More and more. We will see more of this. The fennel roasts beautifully. It caramelizes. It imparts beautiful, bold, refreshing flavor in a very unique way. And I absolutely love including that in sort of a medley of roasted veggies, especially with this chickie we have going on here, okay? Next, what I have in my bowl so far is as follows. The usuals. Now, I started with my potatoes, as you can see. Onions, okay, also from the market. Red onions, also from the market. So you can use a couple different types of onions for sure. Carrots, of course, as we mentioned before. We have garlic from the market, like everything. Everything is from our market. Okay, we have the garlic, carrots, celery. Got those at the store, found that in my fridge, okay? But maybe it's coming our way soon by the time you're making this, all right? So that's what you missed here. So it's really kind of the basics, but I wanted to show you some of our elevated items as well. Those include, as we said, our turnips, our purple potatoes, our fennel, but also things like kohlrabi, okay? Grab it, peel it, chop it up and put it in your bowl of goodies, okay? Same with celeriac. I started to peel this one as well. Look at how gnarly this thing is. It is just the coolest work of nature. Look at this. Look at that beauty. You know, I need a painting of this, a sculpture of this. This is just incredible. So take a minute, observe, take in the awe of this awesome veggie that grew for us, just like this. And then we'll slice them up. What I'm doing is I'm compiling all of my veggies here in a giant bowl because that allows me to very easily toss them with some oil and some herbs and some salt and pepper before I put them in my roasting pan. Okay, you can also do that in the roasting pan if you would like. That is fine too. And then what I end up doing is nestling my chicken kind of on top and in the veggies a little bit, and I'll show you what that looks like. If you have fewer veggies or a smaller chicken, you can do this in a Dutch oven. That's how I often make it, but I just want leftovers and I want to use this recipe and this preparation time for multiple meals, like in a very, you know, traditional meal prep mindset, to have my chicken and have all my veggies and be able to enjoy them over a couple of days time, okay? Okay, in goes my celeriac. Now, absolutely, like get a few of these, load up. Okay, you too can make a giant batch of this. Who does not love leftover roasted chicken? I mean, nobody. It is just the best. Then we can have a second session where we talk about absolutely keeping the carcass of your chicken and all of your chicken bones, because we can then have a time together where we learn how to make bone broth, okay? So what I do is, after I bought an organic chicken like this, I'm absolutely not throwing away any of the bones. My whole family knows this, that I will get very disappointed if I see anybody throw away the bones in my house, because I want to be sure I keep all of them. Even if I can't use them right away that day or whatnot, I can store them in the freezer for a time when I'm like in a soup mindset and I have a few minutes and I can batch make some broth. Okay, so you either put them in the fridge for a few days until you too can get to that, or you can freeze them up. Okay, let's use everything. Okay, now I'm cutting my turnips. This would be delicious with rutabaga. It would be fabulous with some winter squashes coming out. The butternut squash is coming, and our acorn. Of course, I just saw, and now it's September when I'm doing this, the first delicatas. Okay, I have to say they're my favorite of the squashes, because they're so delicate and we eat the skin and they're just really lovely. So, all right, and with my turnips, next is my fennel. Okay, do you see? Now this doesn't have to look beautiful. All of these are gonna kind of roast down, caramelize, get a little saucy together, all right? So I don't want you to be thinking that this is a science. I might have mentioned this to y'all before, but this is absolutely an art. Okay, cooking is an art. It's an expression. It's looks different every time you do it. And when you're cooking like this, it takes the pressure off things needing to be perfect, okay? We are not pastry chefs in Paris. We don't need to measure the exact grams that we're using of our special flours and sugars. We're putting together really nutritious, very special veggies. And as long as you just cut them within similar sizes of one another, you know, not whole carrots and teeny tiny pieces of potato, it'll all just cook up beautifully together. Now take a big old Dutch oven or a roasting pan or some giant casserole dish that you can use, and we're gonna toss our veggies together with some oil and some salt and some pepper. We have our garlic in here, we have onions in here. Okay, it doesn't have to be too complex. You can add fresh rosemary, fresh thyme, and oregano. Also dried of those is fine. Do not be shy on salting and peppering all of this, okay? And the same goes for my chicken here. Right before the call, I did the same. Now, this is my motto for salting meat, and it's the same for beef, pork, or chicken. And I did this on this, and I also covered it with some rosemary and some thyme. I want you to salt your meat like you would salt your grandmother's sidewalk in the winter. Okay, some people need a visual like this, right? Like, you know, you're caring for her, you're going by the house, checking on your grandparents. I want you to salt it thoroughly, okay? This can handle it. It's going to take, you know, it's going to absorb all of these wonderful, delicious flavors. It then will coat all the veggies. You will get delicious sauce out of it, all kinds of things. So it's really, really important to just not be shy, okay? Give it a good toss. Now, if you want other dried things to add to this, I mean, we have our fresh garlic and onions and whatnot, but you could always certainly add things like garlic powder. I got it out just to show you. You know, it can't hurt. Like, put it on, you know, some thyme or rosemary, oregano, all the things, okay? And some of these hardier herbs will be in the market more this fall, so we'll have the perfect braising and roasting collection, okay? Look, is that amazing? Now we can do it more here in my roasting pan. But you can see I'm gonna get all of my delicious olive oil in here. Okay, toss it together. All those flavors will come together. Good? Now, I give it a little bed. This is what I do. Okay? Give it a little bit of, you know, you can have some veggies on the bottom, but I otherwise give it just a little bit of space so it's not sitting right on top of them. Okay, into the oven it goes, okay? My oven is set to anywhere between 350 to 400. I cook my meat until an instant read thermometer right in the juiciest, thickest, meatiest part right here in my chicken breast reaches about 160. I then let it sit. I double check that it reaches 165 and continues to warm, and then you're good to go. That can take, depending on your oven, anywhere from about an hour to an hour and a half. This is a big old bird. This is like a 6-pounder, okay? So the smaller your bird, you can maybe get away with like 50 minutes or so. And then every now and then, what I want you to do is take a spoon and kind of toss your veggies around. And if you need to, at like the 50-minute mark, maybe even after an hour, if you're feeling like your bird still needs internal time to cook but is browning on its little wing knee tips here and the leg tips, then you can certainly cover it, okay? You can also, this is a little trick, I just did it without even like really thinking about it, but you can pull your little wing tips here underneath and tuck them in, okay? Give them a little extra protection. Sound good? All right, be well. I will see you in the market. Ask me questions, reach out to me, and happy roasting season. I can't believe we're back at it. All right, see you soon.